Alright, good folks, I know it was a double video yesterday, but we got a vlog to do today. I'm not going to stray off schedule. And the good thing about putting shit on YouTube is you guys don't have to watch it today. It'll be up, like, all weekend, all week, all year. Y'all catch it when you catch it. Either way, we're going to talk about some Mortal Kombat stuff today. I don't know what else. Probably do a quick vlog since yesterday's was so long, but, let's roll that intro. Okay, so in yesterday's vlog we talked about video game movies. Loyalist City Photos mentioned how I didn't bring up Mortal Kombat. Honestly, and that was only because I was thinking about Double Dragon a lot. That was my lead-in, and that's where I tossed it off to like you hooligans, and I just went with what was suggested. One thing I did end up kind of like finding out that I didn't know before, Robert Patrick, the guy who played the T-1000 in T2 Judgment Day, one of my favorite movies, also played the villain in Double Dragon, one of my favorite fucking movies. God damn, mind blown. Either way, so when it comes to Mortal Kombat, I don't really know if I can just break it down into a very simple thing. Obviously, I'm like, other than saying like I'm a huge fan, but let's get to it. Okay, so I have Mortal Kombat 1, the original one. Really good movie. Still bugs me how they did Reptile in this though. I don't know. I got Mortal Kombat Annihilation. That's right. I spent the extra couple bucks and got that on Blu-ray. Either way, Annihilation wasn't the best, but it has a lot of characters that I like. Like Jax is in it, Shao Kahn. They did a lot more of the ninjas as well, like Rain. I don't want to say Smoke, because I think he's only like very slightly mentioned. Either way, I digress. What I've talked about it a couple of times. Mortal Kombat Legacy, good folks. Now, these are fucking amazing. I'll tell you that. I'll say that right now. These started as a YouTube show. I watched both seasons fully on YouTube. I don't know. It's one of those things like that. It started as like a fan film kind of thing, and it gained so much popularity because it was really well done. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just both seasons. Like, the actors involved, the way the stories were done. I really want a season 3. Last I heard, Casper Van Dien, the guy who plays Johnny Cage, he said there was going to be a season 3, but I think, that was like 2 years ago. So, I still hold out hope, though. It's one of those things. Like, honestly, I own a bunch of the Mortal Kombat games as well for PS3. Actually, I'll show you this, too. So, I used to have, like, an arcade, like, basically, like, the front part of an arcade machine, if you were going to play Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter, had the joystick and the buttons and everything. I used to have one that you could plug into your PS3, play the first 3 Mortal Kombats on it, use it for Mortal Kombat 9, because that's the one that's for PS3. What other one do I have? I have Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3 for on the PS3. I have Mortal Kombat 9. I have DC versus Mortal Kombat, whatever that game was. I can't remember what it was for now. But I cut this out of the like arcade joystick like box and everything because this is the original lineup of Mortal Kombat characters that they had. Johnny Cage, Kano, Raiden, Liu Kang, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Sonya Blade. Kano and Sonya, they got some history. Scorpion and Johnny, come on, one of the best fight scenes from that movie. Raiden and Liu Kang, student and teacher, almost like a mentor kind of thing to him. Alright, and then right there, we got my Mortal Kombat 9 Raiden watching over everything. We got Scorpion with Mandarin Spawn behind him, almost like kind of like a, I don't know, it just looked cool, because Scorpion's kind of like demonic in a way. I just thought it would look cool set up like that. And then I got Sub-Zero right there. Oh, thanks for pointing to it, T-1000. But yeah, I got Sub-Zero there. I got Scorpion. I got Raiden as the figure. He's actually like staring at Spidey. Yeah, it's one of those things. When it comes to Mortal Kombat, huge fucking nerd. The first movie, I still enjoy it. Honestly, I could still watch that, and I love it. The fight scene between Johnny Cage and Scorpion, I don't know. That might be one of my favorite, like, movie fight scenes. Obviously, like I said, though, the way they did Reptile in that movie super bugs me. It would have been cool, too. It would have been cool. This is one thing that bugged me even as a kid. I wish Sonya and Kano kind of had, like, a bit more of, like, a climactic ending. You know what I mean? Instead of just kind of, like, fighting on the beach and then... Oh, I don't want to spoil it. But also, like I said, Annihilation, definitely not one of the greatest movies, but when you're a hardcore fan, that's, I don't know. You find the things that you like in it, I guess. You know what I mean? Mortal Kombat Legacy, though, that shit knocked it out of the park. If there's any episode y'all want to watch, Raidens will definitely get you, like, interested in the show. And probably the Scorpion one from season 1. It's all on YouTube as well, so go check them out. But, yeah. I don't know, Mortal Kombat, like... that's shit that nowadays is still being made and still referenced, and like Sub-Zero and Scorpion get brought into like DC games and everything for no reason. I feel like that should tell you all that needs to be said about like Mortal Kombat. We need more. Damn it. So last night I watched Terminator Genisys. God, it was a fucking good movie, folks. One, if you're a fan of like the first 2 Terminators, I guarantee you'll like this one. There's a lot of like really cool nods to like those first 2 movies. It, like, honestly, Terminator Genisys feels like if you just took like Salvation and Rise of the Machines out and put this one right after Judgment Day, like it makes sense. It's like it's so good. Okay, slow down. Okay, so with this one, it follows like John Connor, kind of like in the future when he sends Kyle Reese back in time to like kind of like protect Sarah, but he doesn't like realize that like things have changed. So when Kyle Reese gets back to 1984, like it's not the waitress Sarah that doesn't know how to fight and everything like that. Like basically when she was a kid, somebody else sent like the same T-800 basically from Judgment Day back when Sarah was a kid and like saved her and everything and like basically raised her. So it's like the story, like the timeline gets messed up. It gets explained like in the movie. But we see a new Terminator, and like I think it was like with Rise of the Machines, we kind of like we had the female Terminator, and she could like, I don't even remember all of what she could really do, to be honest. I know she looked kind of cool though. Without spoiling anything, the new Terminator that we see, it's like a mix of the T-1000 but updated with like nanobot technology. So like he could get shot or whatever, and you just see these like all nanobots just like come back together, and like he looks so dope as well. Like the actual like skeleton of him, it just looks so cool. Fucking super speed and everything, like just so badass. And I want to say like as far as technology goes, when you see like the tech noir, like the first Terminator, like I was blown away. I was like, what the like? It looks like young Arnold. You know what I'm saying? Like it. Fucking kudos, you know what I mean? Like the graphics, everything about this, I don't know. From beginning to end, honestly, like I enjoyed this movie 100%. Especially like I said, if you're a fan of a big fan of those first 2 Terminator movies, even if you're just a fan of Judgment Day, you'll probably enjoy this one. I know like Kyle Reese and everything is like mentioned and whatever in Judgment Day, so you might have to piece a couple things together, but you'll figure it out. Either way, it's on Netflix, so check it out if you want. Terminator Genisys. It's fucking mucho bueno. Plot twists, emotional thing. Oh my god.
What lines are on attention. The carnival concessions fly through dimensions like astral projection. If I'm not on your radar, you can't detect them. Place full of animals like pet detectives. If you don't know now, then you won't forget it. Got a heart full of demons and a head full of lessons. Humans and computers like cyberkinetics, but I reroute the path like a virus infected. By your defense, don't fire a weapon. You're already lost and it's time for your ending. My mind is ascended, I'm high as attendance. Laid with the gods when they wrote me in legends. I appreciate y'all watching the vlog. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow Naughty_Beats. That's it, folks.